Good morning, class. Today I am starting with Chapter 1 Political Theory and Introduction. This is from the book Political Theory. Since you all are aware, we have two books, that is Indian Constitution at Work and Political Theory. So today I am starting with its first chapter. So this book is quite different, and this book will give you a different perspective on the theoretical part. You have read, discussed about so many principles, values related to political science, and in this book it will give you reasons that why you need to study them, okay, and how are they important for your governance, for your own self also. So let us start with this book. Human beings are unique in two respects. They possess reason and the ability to reflect on their actions. They also have the capacity to use language and communicate with each other. Unlike other species, they can express their innermost thoughts and desire. They can share their ideas and discuss what they consider to be good and desirable. So they are talking about that how human beings are unique. So basically they are unique in two aspects. Firstly, they possess reason. So this is very important. The first line itself is very important. They possess reason. When I am saying reason, that means you have rationality. Reasons are directly connected to rationality. It means you have the reason to think, okay, there is a reason behind something, and you go deep down searching that reason, okay. That means what is wrong, what is right, whatever is shown to you, is that fake, is there any real reason behind it, is there any manipulation behind it. So everything. So human beings basically have reasons and the ability to reflect on their actions. When I am saying reflect on your actions, that basically means you think about your actions, okay. Also, they have the capacity to use language and communicate with each other. We all have certain kind of language to communicate our ideas and views and thoughts. So we are unique in this sense also, that we can express ourselves and we can communicate our thoughts to others, okay. And we can discuss about what is good and what is desirable to us. So in general, these are some reasons we are different. We have reasons, okay. We reflect on our actions. We have communication skills, and we basically express ourselves and our desires, right? Now, political theory has its roots in the twin aspects of human self. Now, political theory has its roots in these kinds of things related to humans only. Now, to what kind of questions does political theory answer? So, it analyzes certain basic questions such as how should society be organized? Why do we need government? What is the best form of government? Does laws limit our freedom? What does state owe its citizens? And what do we owe each other as citizens? Since we are talking about humans here, so political theory basically deals with the human part only. That if humans are staying, remember your first chapter itself was in the Indian Constitution at Work, was talking about that we need laws, and then it was talking about why do we need laws. So you get the answer. Since it is a society, you need certain kind of cooperation and coordination. So you need laws, you need to survive. And if there are no laws, somebody can be more powerful and somebody can be less powerful. So there will always be a kind of relation between the dominant and the slaves kind of relation. So that is why you need laws. So political theory answers that what kind of laws are necessary, what kind of society is necessary, why is government important, and what kind of government is important, and do you need laws, and if at all you need laws, then do laws limit your freedom. So everything related to your citizens part, and do citizens owe each other something? Do state owe something to its citizens? Okay, here state refers to the authority to whom you have given power to decide. Okay, so what does basically political theory do? Political theory basically analyze करती है these types of questions. Okay, now political theory examine questions of this kind and systematically think about the values that inform political life. It is not just analyzing, it also analyze, systematically thinks about and examines about. And now if we are talking about the government and all these aspects, so we need to think about what values, remember values, principles that are there in our constitution. So we talk about that in political life, that is values of freedom, equality, justice. It explains the meaning and significance of these and other related concepts. So political theory इन क्वेश्चंस को एनालाइज करने की कोशिश करती है, एग्जामिन करने की कोशिश करती है, एंड किस तरीके के वैल्यूज़ जो हैं जुड़े हुए हैं हमारे पॉलिटिकल लाइफ के साथ. ओके, एवरी सिस्टम कैन हैव डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ वैल्यूज़. सो उसके बारे में रिफ्लेक्ट करती है, थिंक करती है, एंड इन वैल्यूज़ को मीनिंग एंड सिग्निफिकेंस देती है. It clarifies the existing definition of these concepts by focusing on some major political thinker of the past and the present. Now what does political theory do? वो clarify करते हैं in concepts, okay, in principles. These are just example, there are even more principles. Okay, principles and values like freedom, equality, justice. So इनकी definition देती हैं existing concepts की, क्या फोकस करके सम मेजर एंड इम्पॉर्टेंट political thinkers of the past and the present. Like for example, if we are talking about freedom, so political theory will actually give the definition of freedom, that freedom means this. Okay, वो clarify करेंगे उसकी definition, and it will actually talk about important thinkers जिन्होंने freedom की definition दी है past में एंड प्रेजेंट में भी, एंड देन उन डेफिनेशंस को एग्जामिन भी. इट ऑल्सो एग्जामिन द एक्सटेंट टू विच फ्रीडम और इक्वालिटी आर एक्चुअली present in the institution that we participate in everyday life, such as schools, shops, buses, or trains and government offices. Firstly, it is giving you the definition by focusing on what major important political thinkers of past and present. Secondly, वो एग्जामिन करती है कि किस हद तक, लाइक टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट we have freedom or we have equality in present institution. अभी का जो हमारा इंस्टीट्यूशन है उसमें किस हद तक हमारे पास फ्रीडम है, किस हद तक we have equality, to what extent. Okay, and when we are talking about present institution, so present institution everywhere, like in your day-to-day life as well. If you are going to a school, if you are going to buses, shops, anywhere. At an advanced level, it looks at whether existing definitions are adequate and how existing institutions, that is government and bureaucracy, and policy practice must be modified to become more democratic. Another thing what is it is talking about is that whatever the existing definitions are, जितनी भी existing definitions हैं, क्या वो आज के टाइम के लिए adequate है, प्रॉपर है, एंड क्या वो गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी मेकिंग और इन सब के हिसाब से मॉडिफाइड है, एंड स्पेशली फोकसिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू द नीड्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ लेट्स सपोज देयर इज अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ फ्रीडम, so freedom says that there should be no control over a person. Okay, now is this definition enough if we are talking about today's viewpoint? Okay, if we are talking about today's viewpoint, and also क्या ये definition अभी के political institute के हिसाब से सही है, क्या उसे modification की ज़रूरत है? So इन सब बारे में political theory बात करती है at a more advanced level. Initially it is talking about certain values, okay, and then from these values it is asking about certain questions, that what kind of government should be there, society should be there, laws should be there, how should citizens, and there should be a relation, what kind of relation should be there between the state and the citizens. Then it is actually giving definitions, definitions to certain values by comparing and analyzing the political thinkers from the present and the past. Then at a more working ground, it is talking about that to what extent we have such principles, and then are these principles adequate, do they need modifications in their definition. So, and also its major concern is related to democracy, that how can a certain form of institution be more democratic. इस बारे में political theory सोचती है. The objective of political theory is to train citizens to think rationally about political questions and assess the political event of our time. This is one important thing which which is the summary of the chapter. The major important thing which political theory does, since you are students of political theory, so it will train you. And what kind of training will it give you? To become rational. That means एक वो सिटीजन बनना जिनके पास रीजंस हैं, जो रीजंस अप्लाई करके सोचते हैं, ओके. एंड स्पेसिफिकली सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पॉलिटिकल साइंस, तो पॉलिटिकल क्वेश्चंस को रैशनली सोचना एंड एक्सेस द पॉलिटिकल इवेंट्स ऑफ आवर टाइम. और जितने भी पॉलिटिकल इवेंट्स एसोसिएटेड है हमारे टाइम से रिलेटेड, if there is any government policy or it is about any political values or principles, आप उसको reason के साथ कैसे सोचते हो, rationally कैसे सोचते हो. For example, if there is any news, so you will not just understand the news and say yes, this is happening in the country. You will understand with more reasons. You will understand the political question behind it, okay, in that way. So in this chapter we will examine what is meant by politics and political theory and why should we study it.